Hello, Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Mathematics class for Standard 5th, Chapter 2, Shapes and Angles. Students, what you are going to learn from this video? After watching this video, students, you will be able to count the numbers of right angles, obtuse angles and acute angles in the given name, okay, in the given letters of the name. Students, you will also be able to identify the angles made by the hour and minute hand in our clock. So let's begin. Okay students, so here is one name, Ant, A-N-T. In this, we have to find how many and what kind of angles are there. So let us begin. Students, I had made a right angle cut here. You may use your tricks. You may use the matchsticks by joining them with the Fevicol or any other adhesive so that you can get 190° like this shape. Okay, and if you can, if you're going to practice like this, definitely you will come to know without these kinds of helping material also you can find out the numbers of angles in it. Okay, so let's begin. So suppose I want to know that what is this angle. So this is the vertex, right? So I'm going to keep this on the vertex. Could you see like this? Now as you could see that the angle formed has not reached till 90. This side is within the 90. So what kind of angle is this? Acute angle, right? It is an angle which is less than 90. Okay students, so how many angles we are getting, that kind of we are going to make the tally marks here. So I got an angle which is less than 90. Now I'm going to turn this. Same angle is there, so we need not write it again. Now we'll go and find out for this angle. Okay, so what angle is there? So if this angle is formed, so vertex is here. Okay, we are going to keep the angle's vertex on this vertex like this. Now as you could see here also, this angle's line is within 90. That means it is inside it, not crossed the 90° angle. So this is also less than 90. So I'm going to write one more line here because this I have got the second acute angle. Now let us find this angle. Okay, now for this, if this is the angle, then this will be the vertex. I'm going to keep this right angle vertex on it like this. As you could see, the line, other arm of the angle has not come yet on 90. It is not overlapping this 90 line. It is within. So if it is within, it is acute angle. So I got one more acute angle. So I'm going to write it here, one more line. Okay, now we are going to find this angle now. And this is the vertex. And then this angle, this is also the vertex. So let us keep this here. Could you see the angles, right angles, one straight line is actually overlapping this angle's line, right? So it should overlap. Could you see? And the angle's line, that means this one has gone beyond 90. That means started from here, it is not within, it is falling outside 90. Could you see? It has crossed and came out of 90. So this is what angle? This is more than 90° angle, that is obtuse angle. So we'll got the first angle here. So I'm going to write one here. We are using tally marks if you remember the smart charts, right? Now I'm going to turn it and I'm going to find that what kind of angle is this. Again, keep the vertex of this angle overlapped with the vertex of 90°. And could you see this angle has also crossed and gone outside 90. So this is also more than 90. So it is again an obtuse angle. So write down 1 here. Okay, now let us count for this angle and this angle. We get 2 angles in the shape of letter N. Okay, these are all over. Now we come to another letter of the word aunt as N. So I'm going to keep this vertex here. And as you could see, the line is inside this 90. This arm is inside 90. Right, so this is an acute angle. So I'm going to put one line here because it is acute angle. Okay, and now this vertex we are going to overlap with the vertex of 90 degree. Okay, like this, in such a manner that one line should overlap with the line of this 90 degree. Okay, like this, one line should overlap with the vertex, so we can find out the other arm of the angle is within 90 or it is outside 90. So this arm is within 90. Could you see this has not yet come towards 90, it is still inside. So it is what? It is acute angle. So here we got 1, 2, 3, 4 line and 5th line makes one bundle of set of 5. So we got 5 here. Now let us move on to this angle. Now if you want to find out this is the vertex and this is the same vertex. We are now moving towards the letter T. First of all, overlapping of one vertex and one arm like this. So see, this has overlapped, this has overlapped, and this line is also overlapping. Could you see? It's overlapping, complete. Correct? It has reached till 90. That's why this line is also overlapping this arm of 90, and the orange line is also overlapping by the arm of this 90 degree. So what is this? This is a right angle 90 degree. So we will put one line in the numbers of right angle, that is 90 degree. Okay. Now turn this. We are going to see this one. Could you see both the arms orange are being overlapped by blue? That means this angle is also 90. Correct? And we got here one more line. So let us now write the answer. In the word aunt, numbers of right angles are, how many lines we have? 2. So we will write 2. Numbers of more than 90, that is obtuse angle. How many got? We got numbers 2. And the numbers of less than 90s, that is acute angles, how many got? We got 5. So these are the way we are going to count the numbers of angles formed by the letters in a word. Now let us take one more example. Okay, now this Sukhman name is from your textbook. The name is there, and how many angles of 90 degree, more than 90 and less than 90 are formed by the name, by the letters of this name. We have to count and write. So here we start with the letter S, and as you could see, when I am putting this angle overlapped by this 90 degree, it's completely, your S mark is not seen. Could you see this? S mark is not seen. That means this is a right angle. Correct? So we got one right angle. We'll put one sign here. Now let us count for this angle where the vertex is this. Completely overlapped. That means this angle is also a 90 degree angle. So one more 90 we got. Now we'll come for the other two. So as you could see, we can judge also. See, if this is forming a right angle, then this will also form a right angle, right? Now let us confirm. See, this angle is actually overlapped by the blue one completely. You cannot see the S line at all. And this also completely overlapped, right? And we are getting this right angle. So how many we got? 1, 2, 3, 4 up till now from the letter S. Now let us come to the letter U. We want to count and we want to identify what kind of letter is made by, what kind of angle is made by the letter S. by the letter U. See, use these two arms are completely overlapped, so this is 90. And when I turn and count for this or identify this kind of thing, use another thing. See, again this is completely overlapped, so this is also 90. We got two more, so 1, 2, 3, 4, so 5, fifth line makes one bundle, and I'm going to put one more line here. Now let us count for this. This is the vertex and this angle we want to find. So we have to overlap one vertex and one arm by this, so that we will come to know that still this line is inside the 90. It has not yet come till 90. So this is an acute angle. So we'll put one line in acute angle. Then we'll count for this angle. Again we have to overlap one vertex with one arm of 90-degree angle, and again this angle is inside 90. It has not, this arm is not overlapped by this line, so this is also an acute angle. So we are going to write one more line in acute angle. Then we have to count for this one, correct? Now look here, here is one arm and this thing. So let's see what it is. See, when I am overlapping one arm and the vertex, still this line is not reached till 90. So this is also an acute angle. So I am going to put one more line under acute section, right? Now we come for the letter H. Now as you could see, the H line is not straight here, but as we are going to see here, if this is 90, could you see this is 90? How many angles are formed by H? 1, 2, 3, 4. So see, it's completely overlapping, so this is 90. When we turn and see this one, this both the arms are completely overlapped by the angle 90. So even this H is also 90. 2. Then we turn and count for here. See, here also, as the line is not straight, that's why it is not proper. Otherwise, if this is 90, this will be also 90. Okay, so see, this is also 90. And when you turn and look for this angle is also complete 90. Okay, so from the letter H, how many 90 you got? 1, 2, 3, 4. So for the numbers of right angle, we are going to write 1, 2, 3 and 4, because this is making a set of 5. Now let us come towards the letter M. Here one angle we get, here one angle we get, and here one angle we get. Can you guess these are acute angles or obtuse angles? Correct. Now let's confirm. When I'm going to take this vertex and this arm to be overlapped by the 90 degree, I can see that this line has still not come towards 90 degree. That is, it is within, inside. So this is an acute angle. So we are going to put one mark under acute angle. Okay. Now, when I count for this angle, so as you could see, here is the vertex, and I'm going to overlap one line with the 90 degree and the vertex with it, so that I can count for, or I can identify that this line has not still come towards the 90, it is still within. So this is also acute. So one more line I'm going to make it for acute. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the fifth line will be like this. Now let us count for this angle. I'm going to overlap this vertex and this. You may take any of it. If I am taking this, it is not mandatory for you also to take the same one. You may take this one also for overlapping. So here I am taking this arm and this vertex to be overlapped by 90 degree. Like this, when it is overlapped, we can identify that whether the second arm is within 90 or it is outside 90. So it is within 90, right? So this is what? Acute angle. So I'm going to put one more line for acute angle. Okay, so M letters finished. Now as you know, for A, so A forms how many angles? This, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. In the letter Ant, we have seen in the word aunt, we have seen for the letter A, 5 angles were there, in which 3 were acute and 2 were obtuse. So let's see. When I'm going to overlap this vertex with this arm, acute, right? So this is also acute. See? Inside, this is also acute. See? Inside. So 3 acutes. Now let us count for the down one. I'm going to overlap. See the angle, this line is not within 90, it is outside 90. One is overlap, another is outside 90. So what kind of angle is this? Is obtuse, correct? So 3 acutes, right? So let me draw the tally marks for that. 3 acutes, and now for obtuse we got 1. Now for again, here I'm going to overlap this line with this line and this vertex with this, like this, and you could see that the line has crossed 90, it is outside 90. So this angle is obtuse. So for letter A, you come to know that always 5 angles are there, and in these 5 angles, 3 are acute and these 2 are obtuse. So let me draw one line for obtuse here. Okay, now we'll take for letter N. As you have seen in the word aunt, we have the second letter N, right? And we have seen in N how many angles are there? This one and this 2. Okay, so these 2 are acute as we have seen earlier. So when we are going to see this, still the second arm is inside 90. So this is acute. I'm going to draw one line for acute. 1, 2, 3, 4 is already done. So 5th line will be like this. And let's see the last one. See this angle, its line is still inside 90, so this angle is also acute angle. So write down here one more acute. Okay, now the time for us to count and write in figures. So how many right angles are there in the name Sukhman? The numbers of right angles are 5 and 5. How many? 10. How many angles more than 90 are there? That is, obtuse angles are there in the name Sukhman. Only 2. So we will write 2. How many less than 90 degree angles are there? That is acute angle in the name Sukhman. How much we found? See, 5 plus 5, 10 plus 1, 11. Understood, student, that if some names are given to you, whether of 3 letter, 4 letter or more than 4 letters or 5 letters or more than any, the letters may be according to the name. So in that name, how many 90 degree angle, acute angle and obtuse angle you are getting, you will count and you will be able to do it, right? Now let us move ahead. Okay students, now we begin with this time, that is clock. In this clock, the hour hand and minute hand always forms one angle. Okay, and we have to write that what angle is formed by the hands of the clock. So here it is written, write what kind of angle is made by the hands at this time. The hands by this time. So what the time changes, and as the time changes, even the angle changes. It may be 90 degree, it may be more than 90, that is obtuse, it may be less than 90, that is acute. So that you have to identify. So let's see that the angle made by these arms is what? I'm going to overlap this vertex with this arm. You may take this vertex with this arm, or as like me, it is up to you, it's your choice. So this is the 90 degree angle I had made. I'm going to put it